Hi there, and welcome back to another Drive and Talk with me, Ren. And today I really want to talk about the most important skill that will help you in life. Now, this is a skill that has been taught by the ancient Stoics, Stoic philosophers, a very long time ago. And it's a skill that all great entrepreneurs, all great athletes do very well. And it's an actual skill, and it's the skill of focusing on the things you have control over and not focusing or even completely ignoring the things you have no control over. So let's break that down. There are two things here. Things you have control over. Think about what you really have control over. You're going to find out, if you think about it, you're going to find out that there's not a lot of things that you have control over, right? So you have control over what you do with your body, extending my hand. You have control over the words coming out of my mouth. Do I have full control over my thoughts and my emotions? Not really. I can try and control them, and I can try to build a certain narrative for myself or a framework in which to think, but thoughts and emotions, well, nobody knows where they come from, but they just simply arise, right? So we have influence over them. But otherwise, I have influence over almost nothing. So I have no influence over what this car is doing, right? I have no influence over the weather. I can steer my car, right, into the direction I want, but, anything could happen. Like, for example, my car could break down 1 second from now, or I can get hit by another car. It's out of my influence. And most important is, I have no influence or no control over what other people think. Now, as soon as you realize that, and if you can incorporate that in your life and really understand and know that you have no influence over what other people think, you have no control over other people's opinions, then it becomes so much easier to deal with everyday life, because you can just focus on the things you have control over. Now, one of these things is, for example, also the way other people see you, because that has also to do with the way that they think about you. So you have no control over that too. The only thing you have control over is what you do, the actions you make, the decisions you make. And what also comes with that skill is accountability, because if I only have control over what I do and no control over what others do, then that is also something that I'm accountable for. I'm only accountable for my own actions, right? And if I'm only accountable for my own actions and my own decisions, then I'm not going to point my finger at something that is, or someone that has, in my opinion, if you don't put focus on what you can control, to things that have gone wrong. So it's not his fault or her fault. No, it's my fault. If it's something that has been done by somebody I hired, well, I hired that person, right? So it's still my fault. And if there are things happening that are completely out of my control, I can take accountability for how I process that and how I eventually solve the problem that arises from that. So when you really put everything out of your mind and out of your thoughts about things that you can't control and only focus on things you can control, it will bring you so much. It will bring you more rest, more focus, more accountability, and all of these things that will help you create a better life for yourself and to make better decisions with less stress. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, or maybe you completely disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. Or if you just want to say hi, that's cool too. Have a great day.